Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, guys. This is gonna be quick. As you guys can see on the screen right here, what we have is U.S. signs 217 million, power plant. Guys, as you can see, I just want to talk about electricity because whilst everything else is going on, we don't want to forget about some of the basic fundamentals. This government made a lot of noise, about providing electricity for our people. It's almost 4 years now in their term. What has changed? Has anything changed? That's the fundamental question, I want us to ask ourselves. But anyways, as you guys can see on this, these are some of the newspapers, by the way. So I'm just showing you guys, say U.S. signs $217 million power plant. We'll look into that, later on. Today, really, we wanted to delve, like I was saying, I was going to come live with, Kamrikoita, Cashbox, People's Power. We were going to talk about this death penalty in depth. Why, majority of Sierra Leoneans that are sane, are totally opposed to the abolition of the death penalty. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to come with that conversation. The other day, I just did a passing of it. I didn't even talk about it as much. But we're going to do a detailed live on that. Where we will break down everything for you guys, so you guys can see exactly where we're coming from, giving the current, political climate in our country and everything else that is currently happening. So, welcome everybody, welcome. So, what I want to do, because I really want to talk about electricity, like I said, and just to point out what has happened in the past with the former government of, President Nkrumah, and government is continuity, and this is what we want these SLPP guys to understand. Government is continuity. If the former government stops one place, you guys can just come there and continue and take it from there. And that is the whole thing I want to make clear here. But what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to share a video with you guys first of all, because if anything, Bumbuna, the hydro project, the Bumbuna hydro project, it's a phenomenal project, and I don't know why we didn't take it from there. But I see the SLPP government now is signing a contract with the U.S. government for 217 million. And in itself, we're going to see how that plays out. But what I want to show you guys is that we even had what is called the power pool. I don't know if you guys knew about that, but I'm going to share that with you guys. This article right here, the West African Power Pool, WAP, as you guys can see on the screen. And basically, this was, a project that was going to come from Ivory Coast, through, and I'm going to go ahead and read here on the screen for you guys, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let me actually show you guys on the screen right here, so it's a lot more bigger. I want you guys to see this. So, the West African Power Pool, for the electricity problem, guys, it was so important that we talk about this electricity sector because a lot of people are suffering. Any society that is going to grow, it is with electricity. And we've seen that, of course, in our own situation in Sierra Leone, basically, we've never been able to get it right. But of course, the people voted for change, and they said the SLPP said they were going to give us electricity. But it's been 4 years. It's only now that we've seen this deal, with the U.S. government. What is wrong with this WAP? I want you guys to find out, by the way. That is your assignment. Share this live, guys. Matter of fact, everybody make sure you share. We're going to talk about this electricity crisis. Before I play the video, I'm going to let a lot more folks come in, and then I'll take it from there. You see, because politicians talk big, they talk tough when they don't have the power. But once they get the power, that is a whole different ball game. So we have to find out what is the status of this West African Power Pool. But let me just read what is on the screen here for you guys. The government of Cote d'Ivoire has availed. Matter of fact, guys, by the way, this article was in 2016, as you can see. So the APC was in power when we had this WAP, this West African Power Pool. It was in 2016, the former government of the APC. That's where this whole thing started. So let me read this. And matter of fact, I have to give credits to Capscano, who was the editor of this publication. The government of Cote d'Ivoire has availed 83 Payamba, I don't understand exactly what you're saying, but what did you see and learn from your trip to Sierra Leone? I don't know if you're directing this question at me, Payamba, but I don't understand. Okay. You're asking Mohammed to say I'm just from Sierra Leone, Ibrahim. So Mohammed, you want to share your experience with me on what you learned in Sierra Leone? Let me know if you want to share your experience. But meanwhile, I'm gonna let folks come on. Guys, share the live so more people come and let's talk about this. It's very important that we talk about this. So like I said, this is the WAP, the West African Power Pool to supply Sierra Leone electricity. This was back in 2016. It's a project that is currently ongoing. What is the status of this project? But we know, you see, the problem with these SLPP guys, they are so partisan that, everything has to be about them. When they came to power, instead of taking, from where the APC government stopped, no, they want to have credit for everything. And that is not how government operates. If America and Europe, all these other countries that we are living in, if they are, powerful today, it is because, government is continuity. Look at what is happening with the Democrats and Republicans right now. It's the same thing. It's just about just ensuring that, we all just, government should not be about your tribe. That is when you guys, when you look at what when I'm doing my live, you see overhead there, it's country over tribe, region, and politics. What is happening to this WAP? But yet, I'm showing you guys this because recently this publication came out from the SLPP. Let me see, when was this? July 30th. As you guys can see here, July 30th. Say they're signing this new deal, for electricity in Sierra Leone with the US government. This is good. I mean, this is what we want to see, right? Nobody's going to falter for this because at the end of the day, the people of Sierra Leone, have electricity. It's for the betterment of Sierra Leone. No nation without electricity is going to go any further, and that is what is happening here. So, guys, let me read this to you guys because I want you guys to see this, and then, like I said, we'll talk about this. But I want us to find out what the status is, and I'm going to play a video for you guys so you can see where the Bumbuna project was at because these are things we don't know, and then maybe if we have time, I'll talk about something else I really wanted to talk about. But let me talk about this electricity so that we can have a resolution to this electricity in our country. Because a lot of people in the diaspora don't even go back salon because of the electricity wahala. When you're you used to 24-hour electricity around you, and then you go to Sierra Leone, all of a sudden there is no light. For the basic past people and get for the suffer for light generator all over the place. Then they talk about green, having a carbon-free print, not the country. But anyways, it's a lot of work. But let's read this, guys. Let's read this together. The government of Cote d'Ivoire has availed 83 megawatts of electricity for sale to Sierra Leone, Guinea, and Liberia. This was disclosed to pressmen last Tuesday by officials of Transco, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea, which is a regional electricity project powered by the West Africa Power Pool. Jigba Yela, Director of Finance and Administration of Transco, CLSG, said they have capacity to transmit 500 megawatts of electricity to the 3 countries from their base in Cote d'Ivoire. So they were saying, and this was in 2016 again, guys. I want you guys, everybody to, picture that. It disclosed that Transco CLSG officials last week embarked on a visitation to 7 districts through which transmission lines, would run from Ivory Coast to supply the 3 countries. It further disclosed that they came with 9 pre-qualified firms that would embark on the construction exercise once the work starts. This was since 2016, guys. And I know at some point this SLPP came up with this swap thing about a year or 2 ago. They came up with this conversation. So that's why I want to bring it up here. And of course, I will show you guys the newspaper readings that we had one of these days. But we know with these guys, everything is just, the problem with SLPP, they don't wait until implementation. They talk too much. It's about blustering. It's about propaganda. Just spreading things out there. If only these guys would give us results, as opposed to just putting, immediately they start something. Boom, there we go. Toma Bomb Rice Factory. They've never given us result. Lugia Bridge, no result. Tapalapa Bakery, no results. The promises are endless, right? So when I saw this newspaper clipping, I was like, there they go again. We're not going to see this. I know this is not going to happen, but we shall see, because at least the United States government has its hands in this one. So maybe this will come to fruition. But this was the WAP project, right? So guys, I have a video for you guys that I'm going to show to you guys, and I want you guys to see this, because I want you guys to know how far the Bumbuna project went. And this government, if they were a serious government, the SLPP government would have just followed through with the Bumbuna project so that we can bring it to fruition. But I'm going to show you guys this video. I want you guys to see this video, and then we'll take it from there. You know, because at the end of the day, what really matters is let us, let these guys know. Let us remind them. It is important we remind this SLPP government. Now they're going for a $217 million project. As you guys can see right here. $217 million. And this is a debt, of course. I'm not against debt, as long as it's a healthy debt. These are the things myself and Cashbox talk about. But I want to show you guys how far the Bumbuna project went. It is a 3-minute video. I want you guys to see it so you can know exactly what we're talking about. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Share the live, by the way. Share the live.
Sierra Leone is experiencing strong economic growth and inward investment from the global community. This period of shared prosperity has rapidly increased the nation's power requirements. His Excellency, the President, Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma, commissioned the Bumbuna hydroelectric power station in 2009. It provides enough electricity to power Bumbuna, Freetown and Makeni for a portion of each year, but has the potential to produce much more. In recognition of this, the government has decided to develop the second phase of Bumbuna to increase the power supply from 50 megawatts to approximately 252 megawatts at peak during the rainy season. The project has two main parts: expansion of the existing site at Bumbuna and the construction of a new hydroelectric dam upstream at Yiben. Construction start date is estimated in 2014, with an estimated construction period of 36 months. Around 2,500 workers will be employed, predominantly from the surrounding region. The project aims to create a positive social impact on the surrounding area through consultation with local communities, particularly those affected by the creation of the new reservoir at Yiben. The proposed dam design is amongst the most advanced in the world, specifically designed to allow for the fastest construction and least environmental impact. After completion of the Yiben Dam, the reservoir will help regulate water flow to Bumbuna to maximise electricity generation. Hydroelectricity is generated by harnessing the power of water and gravity. Water is drawn from the reservoir and passes through tunnels to spin large turbines. These generate electricity, which is sent through transmission lines to homes, hospitals, other public services and businesses. During construction of the new Yiben Dam, the Bumbuna Dam will be expanded by constructing a tunnel upstream of the existing site. Construction will not affect the existing dam's ability to produce power, but will allow for an increase in energy supply in both 2015 and 2016. Once completed in 2016, Bumbuna Phase 2 will expand access to consistent year-round electricity in Sierra Leone and help reduce its cost, a major boost for small and medium-scale enterprises. It is the government's hope that this project will be the first of many to expand electricity supply to additional urban and rural areas across Sierra Leone. Government has selected Joule Africa, an international energy company, as its partner in the development and management of the second phase of the project, in collaboration with other international investors. Joule Africa hopes to introduce the new Bumbuna hydropower company to the Sierra Leone Stock Exchange, so that Sierra Leoneans and local institutions can also invest in the project alongside them. Uniquely, this will allow everyone in Sierra Leone to have an involvement in the nation's largest energy asset. The development of Bumbuna Phase 2 is a big step forward in the nation's progression, which will help power Sierra Leone in the next phase of its economic growth.
All right, guys. So I wanted you to see that. I just really wanted all of you guys to see that. This was what was going on. So my thing is this, right? You all see the SLPP. Has now signed. They've signed a project, a $217 million power plant project. So I was just saying, why don't we have Bumbuna? There is no short supply of water. We have 7 rivers running through Sierra Leone. Why is it that the SLPP will not just continue from up where the APC left off? That is the fundamental question I want to ask, because government is about continuity. As you guys can see, Bumbuna could provide enough power to supply the whole of Sierra Leone. You know, I just saw a brother of mine here. You know, let me share this on the screen. And by the way, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me share this with you guys. I love this. My brother here, Ali Timbo. Ibrahim, I am sure you have seen so many videos encapsulating the progress on the WAP. The transmission, distribution cables and substations are all in completion. You know, Guinea and Liberia are kind of slow on their part. The phase 2 of Bumbuna is in progress. So it begs me the question, Elijah, and I want to thank you for that. But it begs me the question, why is it that, you know, this government, you know, would sign a $217 million deal, you know, instead of just going to the Bumbuna project and finishing that up? That begs the question. And, you know, certain things just don't make sense. Why, guys, I've listened to a lot of personal testimonies from people back in the day that told me, they say, Ibrahim, listen, me picking it all, like wata kulwata na selte I pay college fee for them. Guys, you know these testimonies I'm talking about. When APC was in power, President Nkrumah made it a point of duty to say, in 90 days, I'm going to provide electricity. It was not sustainable. It's not what we wanted. I didn't want us to have, you know, a ship in the, you know, in the ocean giving us electricity supply, right? And today, guys, it's only less than 10% of Sierra Leone is electrified. Less than 10% of Sierra Leone has electricity. It is a shame still. But at least the APC government did way, way better. Look at what they did to kill people. Look at what they did. Kill people in Makeni for a backup generator. Because these guys cannot, you know, they say elephant head not to begin load. And that was what the reality that struck this SLPP government. Because when they were in opposition, they made all this noise. Oh, we're going to protest with this, with that. We know what to do. We have the solutions and all that foolish nonsense. But look at what is happening. These guys are signing these new deals for a power plant. But yet, look, we have Bumbuna. I just showed you guys the video. Bumbuna is enough to say, why would these guys not invest into Bumbuna, which is already the project is from our born Bumbuna. The APC government of President Nkrumah did so well with the Bumbuna. Was that enough? No, it was not enough. We should not be crying for 24-hour electricity at this particular point in time. These are the points we're trying to make to you guys. Guys, for some of us that are in the diaspora, you know, we begin to even the blackout. If lights go, it skip for 2 seconds, we begin to get confused. But yet, you talk about a nation where they spend over almost $1 trillion just on education. But yet, Pekin don't even get electricity for people for study properly. You know, so when we talk about misplaced priorities, these are the things we're talking about. Now, $217 million power plant. Oh, because all of a sudden, because, oh, it's with America, so, we should. Why $217 million if that is put towards the Bumbuna project alone? Man, I don't understand. When we already have Bumbuna, and then plus, like I said again, we have the swap. We have the swap. This project right here, coming from Ivory Coast. And let me put this on the screen, you know, so it's a lot more bigger, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this. Even though the bid was advertised in local newspapers, guys, I'm reading right here. Even though the bid was advertised in local newspapers, it said no Sierra Leonean firm applied. This, he said, is probably because of the $400,000 US, the technical criteria set for firms that bid for the contract to construct the transmission lines. But of course, we passed that phase. This was way back in 2016, guys. Look at this. The WAP project. So that is there. That is coming. If I was the SLPP, why would I want to take a loan for $217 million towards a totally new project? Huh? When I can just stick with what we already have, the existing infrastructure that is there. The Bumbuna project. You guys have seen the video already. You guys have seen the video. You guys have seen the video. I can put it back up here again just so that, you know, at least we can all watch it together. I can put it back up here. You've seen the video. You know, right here. Why don't we just work on this? This project is already on the pipeline. The APC, the former government, already had this project going. Why won't we just finish this project? Instead of taking $217 million, we can go now to Bumbuna. The transmission lines are already there. They went and done it, they paraded them about, they went and said they go thief power line. But this project is already here. Why would you go and take something again? Why would you go and take this? When this project is already there, $217 million can go a very long way to finish up the Bumbuna Dam. Brother Mohammed is telling us the Bumbuna would never finish because there is a gold nugget in the area. Completion of the project is a distance away. Una look this other idiots here.
And the construction of a new hydroelectric dam upstream at Yiben. Construction start date is estimated in 2000.
I don't know. Mohammed Jassaswari, I don't know what he's saying. He's contradicting himself now. But these are, you know, but this is the problem. Why do they want to do this? Why don't we just finish this dam? Bumbuna, it's right there. But these are the things they don't want you guys to see. They don't want to sabident here. They don't want to say these are some of the things where the APC government did. Electricity in Sierra Leone is terrible, and we have to do better. People are spending so much money on petrol. And think about the climate. You know, they keep talking about green climate. You know, all the stuff, the environment, and all that stuff. Think about the ramifications of people lighting generators all over the place. Lights not stable. The lights where they come, they continue even get enough, you know, charge for even charge some people their cell phone. And the poor people their device system, their cell phone they break. We already have a project like this. Why would we finish this project? Even though I understand my brother saying that because there's gold nuggets and all of that stuff, but we should fully finish this Bumbuna project. It is there. We can finish it instead of taking again another 217 million. What's in here for happy now? Allah for commodity just now. Allah for commodity. But this Bumbuna project is here. Why are we not going to finish Bumbuna? Instead of us going back to take another 217 million for a power plant. Guys, these are just some of the things that they don't want you guys to know. But I wanted to share this with you so you guys can see exactly what it is. Sierra Leoneans, we all have a responsibility to make sure we call these guys out. Bumbuna should be a thing of the past. For now, we didn't Sierra Leone like today where people are still their way, lights can still jubilate. It is a disgrace. All of us as Sierra Leoneans should be, it's sad. Pattern in the country, today where people don't want to see electricity. But then they come and go put a transformer na Bathurst or outside and they were woman for over 217 years. When there were transformers there. Where electricity not reached Salon until 1927 or so, between 1923 to 1927. Now electricity reached Sierra Leone, which is not even 100 years properly. But they say we get Bathurst was without electricity. Bathurst or whatever in Charlotte, them place and they up here and they heals them. Said they never get electricity for over 200 years. When Umar Fofana was blinded and stupid at the time. But guys, these are the things we just want to point out to you guys. And guys, this is just one of what I want to talk about. But also, you know, there is this video I'm going to share with you guys because I really want to talk about this. So when I find out tell the SLPP, the blind, idiotic supporters, some of them, you know, why the government will just not go and finish Bumbuna Dam so that they can provide electricity to the rest of Sierra Leone, as opposed to going again to sign another $217 million contract. And this is that they give for PM. $217 million, it's a lot of money for a power plant. Why we don't go finish Bumbuna? We're going for supply the whole country. And plus we are waiting on the power pool. Everybody knows we are waiting on this power pool. Look at it right here. We are waiting on this power pool. Look at it. This power pool is right there. It's coming. Why would we go and take again $217 million instead of waiting on this power pool and then fixing the Bumbuna whilst we're waiting on the power pool, because the lines and everything has been crossed through. We're just waiting for the other countries, Guinea, I think, and Liberia to come through, and then we go get that electricity. Why don't we finish Bumbuna Dam? How much did you pay the ship to supply electricity rather than pouring the money into a dam project? But they said Bumbuna has been giving light since 2008. The Bumbuna just needs faces, guys. It needs faces. But this is what is happening. So this is where we're at right now. In March this year, I'm going to read from here. In March this year, it said Transco would commence a sensitization campaign to warn people not to construct new houses along the corridor of the lines. So again, guys, I'm going to leave this particular topic, but go ask this government, why is it that we cannot finish Bumbuna to provide enough electricity for the rest of Sierra Leone? Because Bumbuna has the capacity, if only it's expanded, has the capacity to actually electrify the whole of Sierra Leone. That is the fundamental question I want to ask ourselves. But I want to play this video for you guys, because there's been certain people that I want to ask about, and I want to present this question to all of you guys. So some of you guys might see this. Help me find these people. Either this guy, maybe this guy is in hiding somewhere. If he's free, I want to know, why is it that it's wrong for citizens to exercise their rights to free speech, but the SLPP, I have countless of videos showing these guys when they were out there just pushing all kinds of stuff, saying all sort of things about the first guy for beginner, free tongue, and this and that and all that nonsense. But this is a guy that challenged the SLPP when they went to McKinney and killed people. I'm going to put this video on the screen so you guys can see, because I want to talk about this. And the question is, where are these people? That is a fundamental question I want to ask ourselves. Where are these people? And which is why I want to play this video for all of you guys so you can see, and then we can do a research and find out. Because guys, again, when we talk about the death penalty, right? Not imposing the death penalty. This is some of the reasons why I have concerns. Let me play a video of this guy so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This was a guy who was in hiding at the time. I don't know if he's alive, if he's still there. If you guys know anything about the status of this guy, I would love to know. But watch this video, because let us find this guy. I want to know where this guy is. I have tons of these videos, but today I'm going to put the spotlight on this guy and show Una, say this guy has the rights to free speech as prescribed by the Constitution. Section 26. Section 25, subsection 1 says you have the protections to your freedoms of, speech. You have the protections to your freedoms of speech. It is there embedded in the Constitution. So this guy was chased by the SLPP at the time when the power was crazy in their head. So let's find out about this, guys. Let's find out about this guy. Tell me about this guy. Find out.
For listening to this message. SLPP for more than take power. In even 3 years, they don't kill past 500 people in this country. In 2 years, some months, they don't kill a Lumley, kill a Eastern, kill a Prison, kill a Tombo, kill a Losang. Now they don't go back Kenny. Hey, if they push Munkute, Richard, you always bounce, you go bad for you. Madam, you don't misbehave. You don't misbehave to the highest degree. And some of you people that don't be killed, so what blood in a free so that from free to they start the dance. When they go end down, I can't have a kind of match with your Pujong. I don't want to go end down. I will let this message go any side, any WhatsApp group, I will let send them. Say we will not gladly. Now, many people are kill so now. For machine, not to them put on it. So I will let this message go outside for go. They are yet. If you don't go there, you the video, Mr. The costume, mama. If this video don't go outside for go, this message. You the video, Mr.
So guys, this guy, I'm gonna share, similar videos. You guys tell me what is wrong. I don't think it is wrong for this guy to express himself and say that the dance already in a free to begin. But I have videos of the SLPP stalwarts that were actually pushing messages like this, and it's within their constitutional rights. So now I'm gonna present another video, because the reason is, guys, please help me find this guy. I want to find this guy. I want to know where this guy is, so that we can take it from there. But I'm going to play this video for you guys. I want you guys to see this. But I want you guys to see this video. This was the SLPP UK and I chairman speaking What was wrong with this? I don't think anything was wrong. It is within his constitutional right to challenge the government of the day. Listen to this. Watch this.
Former Chairman Batilo was saying it. We aren't going to be complacent. We've not got it yet. In my local language, they say imende be okay? We don't have the bird in our hand, so we can't say we've held it. That's a direct translation. Okay? So we haven't got the bird in our hand yet. We've seen the bird. We've had sight of the bird. And oh boy, we're going to catch it. We're going to catch it. We've got plans for catching that bird. And that bird is State House and the Houses of Parliament. Come 2018, no matter what APC is going to do, we are ready to fight. And you know what? I, Mohammed Yongao, chairman of UKI, SLPP UKI region, stand with our current national PRO when he made a proclamation. If APC declare war, we they endorse him.
Yes.
We they endorse him. I stand with him. I stand with him. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? They said, if you can't stand the heat, don't go into the kitchen. And you know, sometimes when I tell my parents and I tell my wife that you feel here that at Pandeba Road, you know, just start sending me the medications. It could be for a long haul. We are ready for it, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you one thing. My people wanted me to register in Kenema. I didn't do it. I registered in Freetown because that is where the fight is going to happen. And APC likes it or not, that is where the battle is going to be fought. And this time around, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to take any mess from them. We're not going to take any Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5. No banning of travels. No banning of travels. Because we go up and down Freetown. We must make sure that happens. Because the last time that was the way they rigged the election. We won't allow them to rig the election this time, ladies and gentlemen. We will not allow them. We will not allow them to rig the elections.
So guys, you know, listen guys, I'm just giving these guys, what I do for them is just give them back a taste of their own, you know, the taste of their own medicine. Everything they did, everything they said. Now when people say these same things, these guys are raising hell, going after people, you know, and this is the problem. And this is why I do what I do, guys, because I want to remind Sierra Leoneans. This is why I've taken the time to say, you know, skip these videos. Because, guys, what I'm presenting in front of you here, I want you guys to understand. You know, this is a whole TV, you know, television setup right here, right now. And I want these guys to know that, you know, we have what it takes. So when you listen to what this guy said, I want somebody to tell me, can somebody tell me what was wrong with what the last video that I played of that young man saying, when the dance starts, he didn't even say when the fight starts, he said when the dance starts, will start from Freetown. This was somebody in the diaspora speaking like that, saying they're ready for the fight, they're ready for the battle. This was SLPP. That was democracy. It is a right. Guys, I want you all to understand, it is within their constitutional right to speak the way they do. But now they're going after people. Let me show you guys this, because you see, everything. Let me play a video for you guys so that we can relate and you guys will understand exactly where I'm going. You see, because everything in life, it has a precedence. And these guys, SLPP, everything that is terrible about our politics today, it started with the SLPP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present a video again to show the same lie Lawrence Lima guy went on 98.1 the other day, or AYV or whatever nonsense that was, and said that he is comparing the statements made by Honorable Minister Paolo Conte, that what Paolo Conte said was wrong. But then listen to this, you know, UKI chairman, what he said. It is within his right. These guys, if you cannot stand the heat, don't get into the kitchen. And it applies to them. watch this video of Paolo Conte and tell me if it is any different than what the chairman of the UK and I said versus what that young man also said. Tell me, guys.
Tell you now, Boku, thank you, the one that we organize this program. I get the details very late, so I left it on this afternoon just to come watch the football. And they hope Saving Color will win, but better luck next time. I left the initiative where una dey try for bring we together. And me dey tell una say, as Alfred Palo Conte, APC, anything where they bring peace na this party, then account on me as a supporter.
Bang! Bang!
We know sir, we pull this party. We know sir, we pull APC. Somebody will talk this now of 2007 elections where they attack me at Chegwema, they attack me at Kenema. We don't go through all that day. Me have been 5-star general. Today I don't get promotion. Me na 9-star general because I don't go jail. I not go jail because I commit offense. I go jail because me na APC.
Yeah! Yeah!
I go jail because I protect me boss. Waiting let me one laptop for my statement. They ask me say if I been come at Kenny, I'm not talking. When they want an escuma, they no get her, then look who done at the soldier man. Then cancel me. Until now you read the message now Wellington, we don't ready.
Live!
We don't ready.
Live!
We know the start up, but anybody start, we not go take her. The chairman and leader be make a point. Now the field, but wey be noisy, maybe na no be hearing. All man go do verification. All man go register. Because this election where they can is important. We want everybody to register and we go protect we vote there in 2023. Long live the APC.
All right, guys. So this is exactly everything I'm saying. What is wrong with what this man said? If anything, the SRPP UK and I chairman talked very tough because it talked like say they had a plan. And when I remember when they found those weapons along that Kenema axis, then guy they were defending Gondem, and I go look for that video, I go play it for them. Then these guys either they had a plan or them just they make big bluff, but they were talking tough. But now, guys, I want to play when the chairman of UK High referenced what the PRO said, the proclamation. Because that's what the word that he used, proclamation. But before I show that video, I want to respond to my brother here, Alhaji Ali Timbo. He made a very good point, and I'm going to put it on the screen so I can talk about that. Because I have my reason for, let me put this right here now. Let me read this with my brother, and he has a very valid point. But I want to challenge Alhaji Timbo. You see, because Alhaji, I don't know if you live in the diaspora, but looking at the photo that you have in your profile, you might live in the diaspora. You made a very good point. You said this, the bombona is seasonal. But Alhaji, my thing to you is this. You see, in Sierra Leone, we have to start dreaming big a little bit. The thing is, we are very monofocal in our thoughts. We don't think outside the box. Because Sierra Leone is blessed with water sources. So all we need to do is to spend some money and create a situation where we can bring water to the Bombona Dam. It is possible, it can be done. So it is just not seasonal, we're in a season day, but then, right through the year, because other countries do it. You get a country like Ethiopia or Eritrea, one of these countries, they are actually building a massive dam. Because all we have to do is source the water, if anything. So that's to that point to Alhaji. But again, I'm going to move on to, You know, so for example, $217 million could be able, we can use that for form a massive project where we can actually source the water and bring it to the dam. Because that's how, but guys, I showed you guys a video of water in Dubai. How Dubai and the Emirates, they provide water for the people. And also, I showed that video there. And maybe I will play it again now. But let me just show now one more video of Lawrence Lima. Of course, when he was talking tough. Because I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to see this. You know, that is what the whole thing, this is what it means. I'm going to play this video of Lawrence Lima. So my question is, where are these guys? And I'm going to go back to that young man. I want you guys to find out. Do your research. Somebody would get back with me. Again, email me. Please, guys, this is the email. Email me so that we can get an update on this. plmovementsl@gmail.com is the email. If anybody finds out about this, and I'm also going to put out an audio message to find out about this guy. But I want you guys to watch this video of Lawrence Lima when APC was in power. This was in 2017 when he was calling the military to overthrow the government of President Bio. It was never bothered. Nobody knows torment him. But if anybody will talk now, these guys are chasing them. People in Guinea Conakry, they are languishing because these guys don't believe in democracy. When I watch this video,
it is always the duty of the military to intervene to protect this constitution. And let me come, yes, let me come, please. Lima. Let me.
That's it right there. Was he arrested? He was not arrested. So, you know, guys, we do these things, you know, to wake up Sierra Leoneans because we all have a moral responsibility to ensure that we wake people up. And guys, you know, it's enough. I'm getting ready to go out. You know, my wife is waiting on me here. Let me just make this point to you guys. We all have a responsibility. You guys know that I've already made it clear that 2028, God willing, you know what we're gonna do. If you guys see right there, if the APC, because we're gonna work concertedly like I did in the last election, worked as seriously to ensure that we kick the APC out. It is the same way we're going to work together again to kick out the SLPP, because if anything, we know the APC is worse than the SLPP. So I'm putting this up here because you guys know in 2028 I will be contesting that elections. If the APC comes back in power 2023 and it's the same promises, no fulfillment, 2028 we're contesting that election and we're going to ensure that we bring the necessary development to the lives of our people. Guys, I'm going to leave this live right here. But if anything, you don't take anything from this live, I want you guys to understand this. Where are these people? I'm going to find my brother again and I'm going to play that video of my brother. We want to know where he's at and I want you guys to help me find him. Where are these people? I have tons of those, but I'm going to be taking them one at a time. I want you guys to find this brother for me. There was nothing wrong with what this brother said, and I want you guys to listen to this video again. After you've listened to all the other videos that I played for you guys, I want you guys to listen to what this brother said. You be the judge and tell me if it is okay, if the SLPP has the moral ground to go and arrest this brother because he exercised his right to free speech as prescribed by the Constitution. Listen to this.
We're not going for listening to this message. SLPP for more than take power. In not even 3 years, they don't kill past 500 people in this country. In 2 years, some months, they don't kill Alomli, kill Eastern, kill prison, kill Tombo.
Guys, I'm putting a pause because I want you guys to ensure you share this. And matter of fact, I want to ensure that you guys also make sure you follow this page. If you've not followed this page, follow the page. All right? Follow the page. Because, you know, Facebook looks at all of that algorithm, you know, to make sure you drive enough traffic. Because the goal is to get the message out there to every Sierra Leonean, you know. So share this page. Follow the page. Make sure you follow the page. And also follow my YouTube channel. I'll put that on when I'm done with this video. But I want you guys to watch this. Continue watching this. Tell me, where is this guy? And we want to make sure, I want to find out. Because like I said, I have a lot of these videos where, this is why I say again, the death penalty is not going to be abolished We don't want to abolish the death penalty in Sierra Leone because we don't have a judiciary that is going to be non-biased against our people. A man like this who exercises constitutional rights to free speech, where is he? I want to know. We should demand the Sierra Leoneans. Where is he? SLPP came with a brutal rebel war. They killed thousands of Sierra Leoneans. Ali Kaba is free. Marabia is free. We have to push that these guys are held accountable for their actions. So where is this brother? Listen to his video.
Now that don't go back Kenny. Hey, if they push Munkute, Richard, you always bounce, you go bad for you. Marabia, you don't misbehave. You don't misbehave to the highest degree. And some of you know, people that don't be killed so. What blood in a free that from free they start the dance. When they go end down, I can't remember how much we jump Pujong. I don't want to go end down. I will let this person go any side, any WhatsApp group, I will let send them.
So guys, tell me, what crime did that guy commit? And you go back, when we're done with this live, go back and watch the statements of Lionel and Slima. Go back and watch the statements of the UKNI chairman. Go back and watch their statements. Go back and watch the statement of, Honorable Paolo Conte. Watch the statements. Everybody has a right to free speech. The SLPP enjoyed that right. Therefore, they're going to let every Sierra Leonean enjoy that right as well. And again, to my brother, I want to, like I said, I really want to share that, video, with you guys, because we are fed up and tired. I saw another, my brother, John Kabia, did some, did a little bit of reporting. I'm not sure if it's John Kabia, but let me play the video of you guys. The reason why, it's very important that we don't have water problem. We don't have a water problem in Sierra Leone. What we have is how we manage our resources. Listen to this video. I'm going to play this video for you guys, and I'm going to end this live with this, but I want you guys to watch this video. And this is for my brother Alaji Timbo. Guys, we can do it. The problem with us in Sierra Leone is because, again, like I said, we don't think big. And if anything, I'm going to let you guys watch this video because I want you guys to have that inspiration. If the people of the Emirates, the Dubai, it's a dry land. If those people can provide water for their, few million inhabitants, why can't we in Sierra Leone provide enough water, create, embark on a project that is going to bring enough water that the dam needs every year? We have the Skiasis River. We have all of these rivers flowing through Sierra Leone. We can make Bumbuna Dam to be that dam that is going to electrify the whole country, without. But I want you guys to watch this video. I want you guys to watch this video and, see, let it inspire us and believe that we can do it, Sierra Leoneans. We can do it. We can provide enough water to power, the Bumbuna Dam. We can provide it, guys. I want you guys to believe that we can provide enough water, to provide enough water for the Bumbuna Dam to bring it into fruition whilst we were waiting on the West African power pool. But let me play this video for you guys so you guys will see what I'm talking about. We need inspiration. And that was why when I brought Dr. Sabora Kamara on my live, I challenged him. I challenged him to the fact that we can provide, water for our people. We can provide it. It's a website that I buy books from. And maybe that would help you guys because, let me show you this website. I'm going to share that with you so you guys can maybe, maybe it would help a few of you guys to, but this is the website where I buy books from. I want to share this with you. I want you guys to see this. This is the website where I buy books from. So just in case. It's like in America, we have what we call thrift stores. You go to these thrift stores, you buy, books on the cheap. I want to share this with you. It would help you guys a lot. You can look for whatever book. So for example, now I'm going to try to, find the power of positive thinking. Let's find that book. The Power of Positive Thinking. I want you guys to see what I'm talking about. But these are all the books. So thriftbooks.com. You can find a book like this. The Power of Positive Thinking. These are some of the books. When you read these books, it wakes you up. That's what I want to share with you guys, okay? So again, make sure you share this live. Follow my this page. Follow this page. make sure you follow this page. All right. And I'm also going to share my YouTube page with you. But this is the chat. This is the website where I buy books. This is some of the books. You read these books, they wake you up. You don't have a choice. This is the book. All right. I want you guys to read this. It's called, the website is thriftbooks.com. Let me type it up here so you guys can have it. This is the website, okay? Just so you guys know, you can buy, oh man, this is where you can buy books, The Power of Positive Thinking, also The Magic of Thinking Big. This is another one. It's also another book that you guys can read. The Magic of Thinking Big, right here. You can read this too. The Magic of Thinking Big. I want you guys to see this, okay? But guys, I'm going to leave this live. My wife is waiting for me, okay? And I'll see you guys again and I'll talk to you. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you follow my, Facebook. Follow the page. Not just, follow the page. Make sure you follow. And make sure you follow my YouTube page as well. So that, because next week, matter of fact, what I'm going to do is next week, I'm going to be going live on my YouTube page. So I want you guys to follow that page, and I'm going to share the page with you so you guys can see it. Because guys, everything I'm doing, I want to ensure that, we take this fight to these guys. The more the better. So I'm going to share my YouTube page with you guys. This is my YouTube page right here. Make sure you go follow the page. This is it, right? Ibrahim's Take on Africa. Because next week I'm going to go live using this page. So it's very important that you guys get it. As you guys can see, I have some of the clippings from my live. You can find them in this my YouTube page. Everything is on there as well. The information has to go across the world, across Africa. We cannot sit back. If Africa is going to be a better place, we all have a responsibility. And that is why I'm doing what I'm doing, to encourage you guys, okay? I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Again, if you want to buy the books that I read, the www.thriftbooks.com. It gives you an array of books. You can buy a lot of books there. And they're very cheap. It's not expensive. You don't have to go get on Amazon or nothing like that. I'm not advertising this website. I don't know them, but I know that I came across them when I was searching to buy books. So it's very important, okay? But again, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Follow my YouTube page so you can, become a subscriber on there so you don't miss none of my stuff that I post there on a daily, okay? I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye, everybody. All right.